Okay, finding a house isn't black and white. It's not an exact science. I can't tell you whether it's going to take one house to look at or 100 houses, but there are some factors that you should know. I'm going to go over those in the following. Most importantly, you shouldn't feel pressured. This is likely your biggest investment, and when you look for a home and you're not sure what you want, it's okay because this is an evolving process. I can't tell you how many times that someone comes to me and says, hey, I want 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, fenced yard, double car garage, and then what they end up buying is completely different than what they thought they were looking for. Now, things evolve over time, so sometimes you don't realize how important that actual dining room is going to be, or how important maybe a 3rd stall garage is going to be for all of your toys. Just know that this process is extremely dynamic, so things are going to evolve along the way. You're going to figure out that you want some things more than other things. You're also going to figure out that some areas are better than other areas, and you might not have known that. Now, when you're buying a house, you're not just buying the house itself, you're buying the neighborhood that surrounds it. So I'm going to encourage you to take a walk around the neighborhood. Maybe knock on some neighbors' doors. I think this is very underutilized. You can't pick your neighbors. So go knock on the neighbors' doors of your potential home that you're gonna buy, because if they're an asshole, well, you just saved yourself 20 years worth of grief. In addition to that, don't worry about wasting my time. I hear that a lot. I don't wanna go look at this house because I feel like it's gonna be a waste of your time. How do you know that that house isn't perfect for you without getting into it? Some homes look extremely awesome on the computer, but when you get into them, maybe the photographer was too good. Maybe the wide angle shots made that really small room look like it was a castle. So it's hard to know. Although marketing looks great on the computer, it could be very deceptive when you get into it, and vice versa. Some agents use their cell phone to take home photos, and that's not recommended. So sometimes they look really bad on the computer, but you get to it and it's a really nice home, and maybe the agent didn't do the house justice. So again, it doesn't matter whether you find your perfect home on the first house that we visit or the 100th house. It sounds exhausting, sometimes it is, but as you grow in your home search, your perspective and your knowledge base is also gonna grow. Now, with that said, when you're house hunting, get set up on a search right away. Whether you think you're gonna buy in 6 months, a year, 2 years, it's really important to get that data and that baseline on the forefront. So even though you're not excited to buy a house, say in the next 2 to 6 months, that's okay. I'm gonna start sending you homes in order for you to get some knowledge base and some perspective there. So that way you'll be able to see what the current rate is for the type of home that you think you want. Having that baseline is incredibly crucial. That way you're able to strike when you want to strike. If you get too late into the game, you get pre-qualified and you're just getting all this information right off the bat and being expected to make a decision, it just puts you in a bad place. So get started early. If you've thought about buying a home here in the next 5 years, reach out to me. We'll at least plant the seed to get the process started, quote unquote, and get you a knowledge base.